Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be 5 different ways to feed pellets to your guinea pigs. So obviously pellets are usually fed in bowls, which is a really common thing to do, and I do it mostly every day with my guinea pigs. But every so often it's really great to be able to feed pellets in a different way, or part of their meal in a different way, because it provides a great source of enrichment, it's a boredom breaker, and it also encourages their natural instincts for finding and foraging for their own food like they should be doing in the wild. So here are just 5 different ways that I like to feed pellets or part of their pellets every so often to the guinea pigs. So the first and most obvious place to feed pellets is of course a bowl. This is commonly used with every guinea pig owner, and it's obviously something I do every single day, but it's just nice to have a change from using a bowl all the time. But this is the most obvious and common place to feed pellets. Another great way to feed pellets is to scatter feed. This is just getting a handful of pellets and scattering them around the cage. This really does encourage natural instinct behaviour of foraging for pellets. You can even hide them in the bedding and things like that, and it's a great boredom breaker. It takes them longer to find the pellets, their meal is more evenly eaten rather than eaten all in one go, and it's a great way for your guinea pigs just to stay active and be doing something throughout the day rather than just lying down all day doing nothing. The next great way to feed pellets is to get some sort of cups like these. These are children's stack cups or stacky cups, and you can use these, you can use paper cups, you can use mugs or anything like that, preferably something plastic so that they can knock it around easily, but anything will do really. And all you have to do for this is put some pellets inside of the little cups and hide them somewhere in the cage. You could even tip them on their sides or upside down and hide them somewhere so they'll have to really interact with this to try and get the pellets out and then get their little snack that's in the cup. The next way to feed pellets is to use an interactive toy, and these can be bought really cheaply in the cat section or dog section in pet shops, in most pet shops. You can also get small animal ones like the one you can see here, and the basic idea is that it has this hole that you can actually adjust so it's smaller or bigger at the top here, and you put the pellets or treats in here and they have to knock it around to get the pellets out. My guinea pigs absolutely love this, and they can spend hours trying to get their pellets out like Casper is doing right now. It's a great boredom breaker, and it's definitely something I'd recommend having as part of your guinea pigs toys because they absolutely go wild for it. And again, it's giving them something active to do rather than lying around the cage having all of their pellets fed to them in a bowl. And the last way to feed pellets is to use a forage bag. You can get these in most shops. You can get them as sandwich bags or as coloured bags like this one here. Because they're food bags, they're all painted safely, so they're safe to use with your guinea pigs. The guinea pigs go nuts for these. They love shredding them up and making them as part of their bedding and doing all sorts with them, as well as getting the pellets inside. Another great boredom breaker and another great way to feed pellets to your guinea pigs. So those are my 5 ideas on how to feed pellets differently to your guinea pigs. I'd really recommend doing this not every day, because otherwise the kind of idea will get boring to them and they'll be too used to it, but every so often, maybe every couple of weeks or every week, just feed your pellets in a different way. You don't have to do all of your pellets. If you're giving the right amount, I would suggest just doing maybe a quarter of that amount, putting it in a forage bag or an interactive toy or something like that. It really does help encourage lots of different positive things like natural instincts and foraging behaviour, boredom breakers and things like that. If you have any different ideas to the ones I've shared, then please comment them down below and I'll share those. So thank you for watching, and I hope this has been helpful to you, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.